Okay, so we're going to say minus 2, minus 2. So I got m is 8, less than or equal to 8. And then we're going to solve this other one. Okay, I got m plus 5 greater than 3. Okay, and then what? How do I solve this one? Minus 5.
Good job.
Okay, so those are our two inequality answers. So if we look at the 8, okay, the 8 should be open or closed? Closed. Okay, and it says m is less than, so which way is it going to go? To the left. And I want you to just draw a little tiny arrow until we can see what's happening here. Okay, and then on the other one I got is negative 2. It's going to be open or closed? Open. And this says m is what? Greater than, so which way is it going to go? To the right. Okay, see how they're both pointed in? The solution set is from here to here. Okay, and so you can kind of shade in between these. That is an and. Ands go in. Okay, and so that kind of lets you know what it should look like. Okay, so ands should be pointed in. Okay, it might be like this. They might both be shaded. Okay, but they're definitely going to be pointed in. Okay, and a way to think about that, we can say trick-or-treating. We just did Halloween. Okay, if they put age groups on Halloween, okay, maybe you can go trick-or-treating from 2 to 18 or 0 to 18. That means you're a kid or whatever. Okay. Okay, so, or you could say, oh, you can only trick or treat if you're between the ages of 10 to 14. Okay? So that's what that's saying. Okay, and so this one is done. You need to have this on your graph, this graph, okay, and both of these. Okay, you have to. Okay, some of you guys just try to graph and not do this part. That's not optional. Okay, look at this one. So how do I solve for the first one? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to say minus 3, minus 3. And you don't have to show all this work because most of you guys will be able to do this part in your head. But okay. And then what about the second one? Minus 5, minus 5. Okay, so 11 minus 5 is what? Okay, you could just do that part. That's totally okay because these are one-step inequalities. I'm totally okay with that. So on the 3, should it be open or closed? Closed. And this says, well, this is an and, which means both of them should be pointed in. Okay, ands go in. But this says x is greater than, so which way is it going to go? To the right. And then the 6 should be open. And it says x is less than. Are they both pointed in? Yeah, okay, and this is an and problem, so they both should be pointed in. Okay, you cannot leave it with just 2 arrows like this, though, okay? It has to be, like, closed, open, and it should be in between, okay? So the arrows are kind of just a way for you to see what's happening before you shade.
So they have to be connected?
Yes.
Trash.
Okay, because what's really happening here is this. This is what's happening. It's saying 3, it's going to be closed, and it's going all the way this way, forever and ever. And then the 6 is really open, and it's going this way forever and ever. So our solution is only where both of those cross each other. Okay? And that is, remember we talked about you can go in the bar and the family part of the restaurant. Okay? That means you have to be between these certain age groups. So that's why your answer should look like just the side shaded. Okay, 5. We're starting to get into multi-step inequalities. Okay, so this is an or. Okay, so I got negative 5x is less than or equal to negative 10. How do I solve this one? We're going to divide by negative 5. Do we need to flip?
Yeah.
Why? Yep, so we're going to have x is greater than or equal to 5. And then I got x over 6 is less than -1. How do I solve that one?
Divide by 6.
Not divide. Right now it is divide.
Times 6.
So we're going to say times 6. Do I need to flip? No. Okay, so let's see what's happening with the ors. So on the -5, should it be open or closed? Closed. And this says x is what? X is bigger. So that's going to go this way. And then the -6 should be open. And this says x is what? Less than.
So to the left.
To the left. What's happening with this one?
They're both going opposite ways.
They're both going opposite ways. Okay, ors go out. Ands go in, ors go out. What's that? Where's 2? Oh, yeah, it is 2.
It's 2?
My bad, guys. It's 2. Ian was giving me a funny look back there, too, and I was like, what? I know, I seen you, but I'm like, oh, I'll get to you in just a minute. But I'm like, what? I thought maybe you were confused. I mean, you were confused, but it was from me.
He is always.
My lack of mathematics at 7 o'clock on Monday morning.
Yeah, my
Okay, so ors go out. So if you wanted to write yourself a note, okay, ands go in, okay, and or is going to be pointed out. They should be away from each other. And so that gives you an idea. Granted, you still are going to have to like read the inequality, but this way you know what it should look like. So if it's an or problem and they're not pointed out, then you either read something wrong, you graphed something wrong, maybe you forgot to flip. Okay, bless you. Okay, look at 7. What do we need to do? Okay, we need to times by 5, so times 5. If I do it to one side, I gotta do it to the other side. Do I need to flip? No. Okay, and then what about the other one? Times 10, times 10. I don't need to flip. Okay, is this an and or an or problem? Or, so it should be pointed out. Okay, so on the -10, I got open, and this says b is smaller than, so we're gonna go to the left. On the 0, it's gonna be closed, and it says b is bigger than, so
Go
it's,
to the right.
yep. Okay, 9. These are going to be 2 steps. So I got 4, 4 minus 4n is greater than -36. Okay, what needs to move first? Yep, so we're going to say -4, -4. So I got -4n is greater than -40. Okay, and then what?
4n.
Divide by -4. Do we need to flip? So that should be positive 10. Okay, if we look at the other part of the inequality, I got 4n plus 2 is greater than or equal to -14. Okay, what needs moved? The 2. So we're going to say -2, -2. Okay. And then what? Divide by 4. Do we need to flip? No. Okay, is this an and or an or problem? And, so what should it look like? Yeah, they should be pointing like towards each other. They should be pointed in. Okay, so on the 10, it should be open. And this says n is smaller, so that's going to go this way. The other one is gonna be, closed on -4, and it says n is greater. So that's gonna be pointed this way. Okay, and so you can see that they're both pointed in, and so we can shade in between, those inequalities, okay? Can I scroll?